Well, hello everyone. Thank you for tuning in. It is Monday, February 10th, and thank you for tuning in to this morning's webinar. Uh, as always, feel free to drop in a chat if you have a question, and I will address it along the way. And if you are watching on the recorded version, you can send me an email or shoot me a text or give me a call if you have any questions, and we can set up a meeting to go over some of the stuff. But today we are going to go over some of the integration between kvCORE and Craigslist. And as many of you know, if you've used Craigslist, it's a little bit different than many of the other social media channels like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, things like that, LinkedIn. So we're just going to need to go over, we've experienced a couple bumps along the way in terms of Craigslist and kvCORE integration. Let's just go over it together to kind of clear some of this stuff up. So the example I'll use is going to be sharing a listing on Craigslist. As we all know that, so first you can find your listing. So go into listings, find the listing you want to promote, and then over here by the send via email button, there's click on the three dots, and you click post to Craigslist. Now this is going to be a little bit different. Make sure you're using Google Chrome for this too, because to do this is very, very easy. But in order to kind of achieve this, you're going to have to use Google Chrome, and it's going to ask you to go through the Google extension download. So here we go. We're just going to go through it together. So click post to Craigslist. It's going to ask you to download the Chrome extension. I'm going to hit yes, download. Bear with me for 1 second here. kvCORE, add it to Chrome. Add it. So there it is. kvCORE is now in my Google Chrome extensions here. As you see, I got all my little apps here. kvCORE has been added. And there it is. So that's why you need to be using Google Chrome. So okay, so we're back in kvCORE. Now I'm going to click on the extension up here. It's going to say set Craigslist posting URL, set the URL. So that's going to be a step after we click. So okay, so we got the, I'm just going to try refreshing the page here. So we have our extension. Or post to Craigslist. There we go. Okay. Oh, I gotta click set URL here. Sorry. So what I just did, I'm sorry. I just refreshed the page to see if it would wake it up, but it actually says set. I should have read the directions. That's my mistake. So it says set the Craigslist posting URL. Click set URL. This will take you to Craigslist. Navigate to your region. kvCORE will set up your Craigslist URL. So all I have to do here, ignore those last two steps I just did. Once you have the kvCORE extension, click on the extension, click on the set URL button, and it'll take you to Craigslist. So here we are. We're going to need to click on our region. So we're going to go to United States. We're going to go, I mean, you can use our location, or I'm going to allow it to use our location. Looking for New York State, Buffalo. And there we are. So it says Craigslist URL has been set up for kvCORE. You may use this to navigate the page. So here we are. We're in Craigslist. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, okay. So what I just did was I just went back. Now that this was the last step in setting up our kvCORE to Craigslist integration. So I clicked on here. I clicked set URL. That worked. I clicked the region, and it took me to Buffalo, New York, and now I'm all set up. So what I just did was I went back into my listing, clicked the three dots, hit post to Craigslist, and then it opened up this page over here. So this opened up a ad for my Craigslist posting. So right here, you've got, it says $119,900, 2-bedroom, the square footage. It says you've got to see this, pending in Hamburg. Of course, it'll be, you'll be promoting a home that is actually for sale. I won't say pending, but so it's created a headline for you, and it's also got information here. Now you'll notice here is this, it's doing it's promoting it with a text code. It's very, very, very important that the person interested uses this text code, uses like text Ryan to this number in order to get the information. If they just text this number right here, they're going to go into the regular kvCORE lead portal. The lead won't go to you if you're posting it. Craigslist won't know to send this lead to you unless they use your name for the text code. So what I kind of recommend here, there's a couple different things you can do. You can edit this post right here. So I'm going to click edit post. And I'm going to change this text. You can leave it here, but you could also include a line that says, for other information or to speak with me, please call. And then I'm going to give my cell phone number, because I don't want them to use this number, because then they're going to go through a lead portal. You can even delete that entirely if you don't want any sort of confusion. So you can leave this up here, because what they'll do is they'll text this number and they'll get all the information as we went over in our text code webinar. But we have had a lot of issues where the person interested in the home isn't actually texting this code in its message. They're just texting this number and they're inquiring about the house, and then they are not going to the listing agent who put up this ad. They're going to the next person who's on our lead routing list. So the leads aren't going to the correct agent. So if you don't want to include this, if you don't want to include this to avoid any confusion, just put your regular phone number in there. Or you can leave it in there and hope that the lead does go to you. What you can also do to get around some of this is you can purchase your own kvCORE smart number. And if you do that, then there definitely won't be any sort of confusion, because this one is the one that everyone in our office is given for free. So we haven't had any issues with the smart number. It's just Craigslist creates that, because once you post to Craigslist, it's not really linkable like when you post a link to Facebook or if you post a link to somewhere else. What you can also do in this ad is you can use the direct link here and put it in there if they want more information. And they can actually just copy and paste this link there. And then that's a link that's goes directly to your lead routing. So that's another option. So so just to kind of be clear, in order for any leads interested in this property to go to you, they will have to type in this text code that is defaulted, or you can create your own text code or whatever, but that is, as it is here, they will have to text this text code to this number in order for the lead to be routed directly to you. If they don't, if they just type in this number in their phone and text or call it with any sort of questions or something like that, then that inquiry will go right to the next Metro Roberts agent we have on our lead routing list, and it will go to the wrong person. So if you want to avoid the confusion, take this out of your ad. purchase your own smart number, or replace it with your number here. You can even put the link to the website in there in this ad. And then that is a link that's trackable, that's directly related to you. And if they really are interested in the home, they can just copy and paste this link and put it in a new window. So if you make your edits to your ad, you can click continue. Whoops, I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. Probably need some of this code in there. Bear with me. We're all learning together. Craigslist is a kind of its own animal with some of this stuff. There we go. So that's clean. So what I just did was I just took some of that extra code that was here and I just copied it and put it directly. That must have just been code for a space. But this is what my ad will look like. So I can edit so I just edited the post. I can edit the location. Like, let's say I want, this is the location around where the home is. It'll kind of guess it. I might want to move it a little bit. I can type in the street, like if I want this closer to Buffalo Street. There we go. That kind of narrows it in a little bit better. And I can even do a cross street here. Let's say I want it closer to Pine Street. So I'm gonna go Buffalo Street and Pine. And then it just kind of moves it a little bit more. But yeah, so there's our, and if I don't want a cross street, I just want the general area, I'll just keep it at Buffalo Street. And then it gets this whole region here. So if I want to save that, I'll click continue. And then I can edit the pictures. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to upload the photos yourself in here. It won't take the photos from the ad here. So you have to upload your own photos. So I'll do that, a different time. So that's then you just click publish and then it would go to that. So let's just do a quick little recap. You will have some confusion with leads if you stick with our office smart number in these ads, because we all have the same number. In Craigslist, it kind of erases all of the tracking info with it. It just becomes a plain text number. They will have to text, this will be different for everyone. If your name is Karen, it'll say text Karen to 1716-265-6345. But someone viewing your ad might not do that. They might just take this number and text or call it with a question. And then again, that inquiry from this interested potential client will go to the agent that's next on our lead routing list. So it'll go to the wrong person. So if you want these to be the most effective, you'll want to have either your own phone number in here, or you'll want to purchase your own kvCORE smart number. It's not a huge deal. Many of our agents do that because they are really into the kvCORE texting and calling. But that is going to be the only way to ensure that you don't, with these Craigslist ads, that you don't have any sort of confusion when it comes to phone numbers. So replace this with your own phone number, or purchase your own smart number, or you kind of run the risk of possibly having a lead go to one of our other agents, and you might miss out on a potential client. What you can also do, as I did, is you can put the direct link that is available here on the kvCORE platform right here. You can put that right into your ad, and then if they don't want to reach out to you, but they want to look at some information, they can just copy and paste this link and get the information that way. And then they might just they might opt in as a lead the same way as if you were to post this link to Facebook. So that is that's all I got today for the webinars. And yeah, let me just real quick just kind of show you what they would look like if they were to copy and paste this link. You can see it's the same link. It's got my info here. What you can also do is you can just, you don't have to, you can open this link and you can just copy it this way and put it in. So that way you can see that it's got your name and all that info. So this is the tracked link that is routed right to you. So the link is safe. You can even, anyway, I'm sorry that we've had so much confusion about this recently. And I'm glad that I've kind of done a little bit more research and gotten to the bottom of why some of this stuff is happening. And I hope that many of you learned some good stuff from this. I hope you continue to use Craigslist, because as we saw in the first part of this webinar, it is so easy to post to Craigslist. Like that really just took us like 2 steps. And now that I've gotten the kvCORE Google extension here, which they just kind of did for me, it really only takes 1 click, and then I would just have to click publish here, and then it's good to go. So take this into consideration, the smart number stuff, and maybe consider replacing it with your own phone number. And other than that, that's all I got today. So again, thank you for tuning in. Please reach out if you have any questions about this stuff, and I hope you continue to use this powerful tool that is the kvCORE and Craigslist integration. I'll speak with you soon. Thank you.